Hey guys, welcome to the podcast, episode number 1. Thank you so much for clicking on the link. It's my first podcast. This is probably gonna suck really bad. And I have to be honest with you guys, I've been trying to do this for hours now. But now I'm at the point where I'm saying, fuck this, I'll take whatever I get. I even tried to do a little podcast setup for everybody who's listening, watching this on YouTube, and it just didn't feel right. I was like, man, this sucks. That's not my style. So here I am, holding the camera in my hand and doing a podcast. Yeah, but we're rocking it, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get better at it. I just recently saw something on Yes Caress's Instagram, which like really motivated me to do this, and it was a quote, and it said, "Be brave enough to suck at something new." And I just love that quote. It kind of reminds me of the time when I started YouTube, and my YouTube was like the first videos were not good. Now they're like a little bit better, but still, you know what I'm trying to say. And the same is gonna be here with this podcast. The first episode is gonna suck, and it's gonna get better, I promise. Yeah. So, what do I want to talk about in my podcast? Y'all know that I love to skate. I also love to travel a lot, and sometimes I love to talk about motivational stuff. So I think my podcast will revolve around these topics. So I went on social media and I asked you guys to ask me something, and you did not, uh, yeah, you know, you did a good job asking questions. And there's this dude called Lars. He's probably one of my biggest fans and followers. He probably saw every YouTube video of mine, also Instagram stuff. And he asked me a great question. He asked me when and how I started skateboarding. And I think that's a perfect question to start out this um, podcast thing. Yeah, so, but actually, this question is not that easy to answer because some of you guys probably already know I started skateboarding twice. Actually really started when I was 11, 12-ish, and the second time was somewhere around, no, it was exactly 27 years, when I was 27. And there was a big break of 10 years between that, but I'll get to that later. But now let's go back a long time. Little Patrick, somewhere around 11, 12-ish years old. And what probably none of you know is I inline skated before I skateboarded a lot. And also my brother did the same, and my brother had this friend called Flo, and we inline skated a lot together. And one day he brought this game back to our place, which was called Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and we played it and we liked it a lot. So one day my brother got a skateboard. My mom bought him this very cheap, um, let's just say a Walmart board. I think it was from Toys R Us, but she bought him this board, and it had this pointy nose and it had plastic on the bottom, so your tail doesn't scratch. And it was actually awful, but we skated that thing a lot. And I'm not sure if I broke this skateboard or the one he got after that, but I broke my brother's skateboard. Yeah, so sorry for that. Yeah, but I really enjoyed skating. I enjoyed it so much that one day my dad took me to the local skate store in Bamberg, and it was called Terra X. And he got me a skateboard, like a real professional skateboard. I think it was a Sorlac board. It didn't have any graphic, just like wooden. It looked like wooden, whatever, and it had this logo on it called Sorlac. No idea which trucks or wheels, or no idea. I just remember the Sorlac logo on it, and unfortunately, I don't have the board anymore. I think my grandmother burned it in her oven, or in her stove. Well, never mind. So this was my first board, and I skated the shit out of it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed skateboarding, and I got pretty good, pretty fast, because I skated every day, and I made friends. Unfortunately, my brother didn't skate that long. I think he quit after 2 or 3 years. It was not for him, I guess. But I had friends, and we skated a lot. And that lasted somewhere around, I think, 18, 19-ish. I don't know. I fell on my head a couple times. So some things are very shady in my past. But yeah, all of a sudden everybody stopped skating. I had also some health issues related to skateboarding. I had a back Achilles scene and Achilles veins, and wow, I had to make a decision, or I wanted to make a decision, and I thought to myself, well, you're definitely gonna turn pro, and your grades suck, everything sucks. You should start focusing on what people say a normal life. So I gave my board away. So that I just couldn't skate anymore. So I focused on different things like videography. I did a lot of filming and not that much pictures, but I loved to make movies, short films, music videos, and I learned a lot in that time where I didn't skate. And it's pretty much exactly after 10 years, um, we went on a trip. My brother, Daniel, Dominic, and myself, we went on a trip to the West Coast, to California. And we started out in San Francisco and drove down to Santa Cruz, and I saw a skate shop. And of course, in the back of my mind, I still knew that California is like the skate mecca, and I was I was really curious, and I saw the skate shop, and I just had to go inside, and I just had to buy a skateboard. And I remember the board. It was like a bluish Chewbacca board, no name. It was a. I told the dude in the skate shop, give me like a 775. That was the only number I still remembered after not skating 10 years. And the dude was like, wow, that's like really narrow. I don't know if we have that, but he had like the Chewbacca was the only one. And I'm like, yeah, I know what your problem is, dude. That's what I always skated. I didn't know that like times changed, and I got the board. We went to the skate park. I ate shit a lot, but it was like so much fun. We drove down to Los Angeles. We went to Venice Beach, and there's this awesome skate park right next to the ocean. And I remember we got there like an hour or something before sunset, and I skated there, and it was just insane. The feeling, the vibes, the people skating there, it just made click in my head, and I knew, okay, like that was a big mistake. Not skating for 10 years. I'm back. I'm gonna do this 1000%. And yeah, that and now we're here, guys. Now we're here doing a podcast. And I think that kind of wraps up my story, how I started skating. And I hope, Lars, you'll be satisfied with this answer. And it's quite a journey, especially since I've started skating again. It was definitely not the wrong decision. And I hope a lot of you guys out there who are like around their 30s, 40s, and not don't know if you want to start skateboarding again, all I can say to you, do it. It was the best decision in my life to start skateboarding again, guys. So I think we made it. I think I'm through. I think I'm at the end of this podcast. I hope I didn't bore you with my stories. If you liked the whole thing, the podcast, please leave a nice comment down below. And if you think it was like shit and bad and like terrible, then I have no problem with that. I totally agree because it's my first one, but be kind enough to tell that to me. Just write in the comments. Let me know what you didn't like, and I'll try to improve. I'll try to work on that. Seriously. seriously, write everything in the comments. Yeah. Guys, I think that's it. See you next week at the podcast. So, peace out. Bye.